Right, so let's go over the bad news and I'll just get straight into it for us EU players. If you are on Apple, if you use iOS, you will be charged more money than the rest of the world through only Apple.
If you live in the EU.
If you live in the EU, in the European Economic Area, not just the EU, that will also include some of Russia, because they are part of the European Economic Area. So
somehow I can't imagine any Russians using an Apple product.
No, and I don't see them using euros either. They're 99% of the time going to be using rubles, I guess. It's just a weird one. Apple, yeah, no, but the thing is, Tal, this is the issue, okay? So say for instance, we're talking about DG. DG's in America. DG will spend $15 a month on Omega Combo. Me, if I signed up using Apple, it would cost me €16.99, which actually equates to $20. So I'll be paying $5 more than DG just because I'm from the EU, because Apple have added the tax to us on top of the IAP and not actually part of the IAP, the same as in America. What do you think of this one, guys? How do you feel about this?
It's lovely.
It's lovely. You're going to talk in a posh English accent? Because it's only really me and Swede that's getting fucked out of this group, to be honest.
And not even me, because Android's baby.
Well,
Yeah.
so I asked, and they don't know 100% and no confirmation. Because as soon as I found out about Apple, I asked about Android because I am Android, so I needed to know if I'm going to get fucked on Android. So I asked them, and they don't know for what. They couldn't 100% confirm, but the prices will be. Google actually does the what's the word when you change the currencies?
They
I can't think of it. Yeah, so they exchange rate the actual prices. So I'll be paying less in euros than the dollars. So I'll be paying 13 and 60 something euros for the $15, which is how Google does it, but Apple has changed it.
Yeah.
Hey, Gicka, what's up, man? Jicka.
I mean, I'm assuming that Google would feel entitled to up their prices, because if one person levies, the other one is able to, or they can take the high road and actually, not levy and actually take the win.
I think in this case they will not do anything to start with. They'll keep an eye on the reactions from the Apple users and then decide on if it's worth trying to cash in like Apple has, or if it's more worth with the good press and the flood of exodus from Apple to remain as they are.
Well, this is why it's so weird to me, because in the past 9 months, if you look at this year alone, the amount of phones Apple sold has gone down by a stupid amount, and the amount that Androids have sold, like Huawei, I still it ends up me saying Huawei have taken such a massive share of the phone sales in Europe and in America that it's like knocking Apple completely off. So why would they make it even worse? And also, so just to answer Gluten Gimp's actual message, thank you for the follow, Disaster Nix. Just to answer your question, why couldn't anyone switch? There is only one way you can switch from iOS. You can switch from Apple to Android once. That is it. You cannot switch from Android to iOS. It's a new thing they're doing to combat each other, swapping, and I don't know. At this moment in time, I think Apple's holding on to the last threads of their mobile existence because they're slowly dying. I just don't understand it. Huawei, there we go. It's pronounced Huawei. I can never say it.
If it were me, I'd be moving from Apple to Android just because it's so much easier to handle. There's so much more you can do with the account system.
Yes.
Especially so much more you can do with the phones. Not
you can
being
move
so terribly locked in.
You can move from phone to emulator if you want as well.
Yeah. If you're looking for like what we would suggest as a group, if you're looking to pick up a new phone, we would go Android, just for the way that you can do it. Now, for instance, if you're looking at getting the iPhone 12, which is should be coming out in like around August time, actually, around the release of the game. you're looking at buying a phone without a charger and having to pay $64 for a charger. So like they will not even give you a charger with your new iPhone 12. It doesn't come with the means for you to use your phone. Please, someone explain to me that shit. How do you feel about your cousins across the pond, DG, getting fucked?
I honestly feel for you guys, dude. It's a load of horse manure, to be honest. Apple's got more than enough money. There's no need for that. I have one Apple product in my house, okay, and it's my son's Mini 4, and that's it. I refuse to buy them just because they're so proprietary. From the consumer perspective all the way down to the dev's perspective, you can easily unlock your Android into dev mode and do what you need to, but in Apple, yeah, you need to be in rocket science, okay?
See, with Apple products, I don't like the phones. The phones are made to break. You're always looking to make, like, literally you could sneeze at the screen and that shit will shatter into a million pieces. But I do like the MacBooks. That's
not limited to Apple.
No, it's not.
But Android phones are just the same as that.
Well, I don't know. Samsung phones I've never had a problem with. I dropped a S9 Plus off of a roof, and it survived. Like if the Apple was...
This is the only way that I've managed to keep my phone intact. This is a foam case which makes the phone float, and it also means I can drop it from any height and it has no issues. But like,
will you stop dropping your phone in the fucking toilet, man?
Yeah, but that's why I've got a waterproof case, fully waterproof.
I clean it every time, okay? I've never actually dropped it. I used to go kayaking a lot. So, and I really didn't like having my phone on a tether, so I just used to tuck it inside my life jacket, and I actually lose my phone in the surf quite often. But Yuko and I have got our phones GPS to each other, so all we have to do is just look at one phone, look at the GPS, oh, it's over there, and then I just go and walk over to it and pick it up. And that works whether I leave it in the theater or if I lose it on some coastline.
Am I the only one seeing the problem with taking a phone kayaking? Or into the water, period?
Well, you might need, like, if you're like me, for example, and you have a son that likes depositing your phone in a toilet because he thinks it's a fucking slot machine, then you need to have a waterproof phone case at all times. I even had to get a waterproof case for my MacBook just in case someone decided to deposit it into the toilet or bath.
I find the S8 being waterproof is really effective. Just fun stuff.
Disaster has a point though. We're not trying to be anti-Apple. We just want to discuss and bring it to your attention.
I have Apple products. I have Android products. I've got a PC. I've got Windows products. I've got Apple MacBook Pro 2020 that I bought a month ago. I've got my Android phone. I'm a technology fan. It's just right now at this split second, Apple are fucking everyone from Europe.
You won't catch me owning an Apple product ever. And I refuse to do tech support for my whole family if they have an Apple product, so they don't either.
By the way, the stream is not sponsored by Android.
That voice, though, I wish it was sponsored by Android, and I bet they wish it was as well. That voice is next level, man. It's like
I rated him the other night. It was awesome.
I treat Apple the same way I treat religion. I accept your views, I accept the effect that it has on the global community and the economy, but fuck off.
Apple's not saying, look, in defense of Apple, when you look at their builds on their PCs on their Macs, because you can't call them a PC, on their Macs and their MacBook Pros, the way that this machine is put together, the way that it talks to each component, talks to each other in a much better way than you'll ever get from a built Windows computer. Because Windows computers are built from several thousand different parts, whereas Macs are built for a specific thing. So this MacBook Pro is built specifically for editing of videos, so it will be better at editing videos than any Windows PC you'll ever be able to buy, because that's what it's designed to do. That's the only thing in defense I will say about Apple. Their phones, I'm not a big fan, and we lost Sam. Sam's got missing.
Rip. F in the chat.
F's in chats for Sam. He froze to death.
And now...
looks like I have customary disconnects. There's one more due for this stream, if last stream is any indication.
Okay, no worry. It's probably because you just bought Apple.
Allow me to quote an awesome movie. American components, Russian components, they're all made in Taiwan. Right?
That's true. It's true. Apart
So-
from now, like with the Apple, they're getting rid of Intel chips, so that should drop the price of their products by quite a lot because they're putting the ARM technology in their MacBooks and their things. We have just a quick Gonzo, just to get a chat recap. You missed some context. Apple basically in the European Economic Area adding a levy on top of in-app purchase prices, which makes us. Basically, as an example, a mega combo in America will cost you $15. In Europe, it will cost you $20 a month for the same thing.
Basically, they've added 20% tax on top of all in-app game purchases for
Yes.
Apple.
Sam's Android
Okay.
crashed due to the Apple talk. Never had this problem with
I'm
Apple.
on
Normally,
Windows. Screw you.
yeah, normally there's not like Apple's a pretty good way to go. They've always been slightly more expensive, but you're paying for what you get. Now they're just adding stuff on top of adding stuff because they're losing such a massive share in the percentage of how much of the mobile market they actually own anymore. Developers are now pulling out from making apps on their system because of this levy. You can go on Google and you can search the stories endlessly. Developers reaching out and shitting on Apple because people aren't going to play their games on Apple, and they're not going to put money into making the app work on Apple if no one's going to play it because on Android it's 25% cheaper to buy anything.